I'm not perfect. Nobody is perfect.
Mr. Warner, where did the $10 million go to? Can you tell us one project, Mr. Warner?
On paper, FIFA is a non-profit. Technically, their books are public, meaning everyone and their grandma can see where every cent goes. But if you look closer at how the world's most popular sport is actually governed, you find a trail of money that doesn't show up on any official balance sheet. They are headquartered in a custom-built fortress in Switzerland for very specific legal reasons we'll reveal shortly. But first we have to ask, how did an NGO just close a cycle with over $7.6 billion in revenue while projecting a record-shattering $13 billion next? Today, we're following the money to see how they actually make it and why they might be the most untouchable organization on Earth. There are countless allegations of corruption, bribery, and host nation scandals. But not everything about FIFA is shady. So to understand FIFA's bank account, you first have to understand their calendar. FIFA doesn't think in years, they think in cycles. Every 4 years leading up to a World Cup, the tension and the cash builds up. For the 2023-2026 cycle leading to the North American World Cup, FIFA is projected to pull in a staggering $13 billion. That is a 70% increase from the Qatar cycle. But where is all that coming from? It boils down to 3 main pillars. First and biggest, broadcasting rights. This accounts for nearly half of their total income, over $4 billion. When you sit down to watch a match on Fox, Telemundo, or the BBC, those networks have paid a king's ransom for the privilege. Next is marketing. Think of the logos you see on the sidelines: Adidas, Coca-Cola, Visa, and now massive newcomers like Aramco and Lenovo. Then there's licensing. For years, the crown jewel was the EA Sports FIFA video game. When that 30-year partnership ended in 2023, people thought FIFA's licensing revenue would tank. Despite the split, FIFA still brings in hundreds of millions from its brand name, mobile games, and new digital ventures like FIFA World on Roblox. Now, I mentioned that headquarters in Switzerland. Let's go over that in the next 90 seconds before we visit the land of the bad and the ugly. This isn't just an office building, it's a $240 million fortress where 2/3 of the structure is literally underground. Why? Former President Sepp Blatter once said it was because places where people make decisions should only contain indirect light. But critics argue the real light they're avoiding is from the taxman. Under Swiss law, specifically Article 60 of the Civil Code, FIFA is registered as an association, the same legal status as a local chess club or a neighborhood bridge group. Because they are a non-profit association, FIFA pays virtually zero tax on the billions they make from World Cup TV rights and sponsorships. In a normal country, a corporation making $7 billion would be handing over a massive chunk to the government. But because Switzerland views FIFA as an organization with a social mission to promote football, that money stays in their pocket. Every dollar you spend on a ticket goes straight back to Zurich, untouched. But how do they keep this non-profit status while sitting on a mountain of cash? Simple, they reinvest it. That's where the FIFA Forward program comes in. In 2024 alone, FIFA poured over $1 billion back into football development. Each of the 211 member nations can get up to $8 million every 4 years. On paper, it's beautiful, building pitches in Bhutan or buying kits for kids in the Cook Islands. But here's the catch. Who actually decides where that money goes? FIFA leadership. This creates a circle of loyalty where the money fuels the votes that keep the leadership in power. And that is where the good ends and the bad begins. Because when billions of dollars are being handed out with very little outside oversight, things start to get very, very ugly.
A rampant and deep-rooted corruption.
Corruption and
Widespread corruption in the
racketeering and money laundering.
So to understand how FIFA leadership stays untouchable, you have to look at their voting booth. It's called one association, one vote. On the surface, it sounds like the peak of democracy. Germany, a 3-time world champion with 7 million registered players, has exactly one vote. But the Cayman Islands, a tiny nation with a population that could fit inside a mid-sized stadium, also has exactly one vote. In fact, of the 211 member associations, nearly 2/3 represent nations that will likely never qualify for a World Cup. Remember that $1 billion in development grants we talked about? This is where the lines get blurry. If you are the president of FIFA and you want to be re-elected, you don't need the support of the big footballing nations like England or Brazil. You just need the support of the 100 smaller associations. By increasing their grants or funding a new stadium project in their region, you aren't just growing the game, you are securing a block of loyal voters. But in late 2024, FIFA took this to a whole new level. Usually, countries spend years and millions of dollars bidding against each other to host the World Cup. Not this time. In a move critics called administrative gymnastics, FIFA essentially awarded the 2030 World Cup to 6 countries on 3 continents simultaneously: Morocco, Spain, Portugal, Argentina, Paraguay, and Uruguay. By giving a piece of 2030 to almost every major bidding continent, they effectively cleared the field for 2034. Because of their own rotation rules, only Asia or Oceania were left eligible, and wouldn't you know it, Saudi Arabia emerged as the only bidder. No competition, no public debate, just a fast-tracked path to the biggest sporting event on Earth. This is how the machine works today, not through backroom envelopes of cash like the scandals of 2015, but through sophisticated rule bending that makes the outcome inevitable before the first vote is even cast. For decades, FIFA's massive payday only came once every 4 years, but in 2025, that changed forever. FIFA decided they didn't just want to govern the national teams, they wanted a piece of the club action too. This year, they launched the revamped 32-team FIFA Club World Cup right here in the USA. It's no longer just a small tournament for continental champions. It's a month-long summer blockbuster designed to compete directly with the UEFA Champions League for supremacy and, more importantly, for revenue. To put that in perspective, the winner of this tournament, Chelsea FC, took home upwards of $125 million. That is more than a club gets for winning the Champions League. But while the bank accounts are growing, the players are breaking. In late 2024 and throughout 2025, the Premier League, La Liga, and the Players Union FIFPRO officially took FIFA to court. They alleged that FIFA is abusing its dominant position and ignoring player health. FIFA is winning the financial war, but they are increasingly at war with the very people who make the game possible. So how does FIFA get away with it? They do it by being a non-profit with the revenue of a Fortune 500 company, the tax status of a neighborhood hobby club, and the legal immunity of a sovereign nation. But here's the real question. If the players are suing because their bodies are breaking, the fans are being squeezed by dynamic pricing, is FIFA a brilliant business or a broken system? Let me know your thoughts in the comments. I'm jumping in there to discuss this with you. If you found this video helpful, hit that subscribe button to help us keep following the money.